Oh, we're live. Oh, sorry. I was dancing. Here's a little. I need a haircut. Getting like my picture with the little thing sticking out. That's me, right? Hey, good morning. Happy day. It is Wednesday. Halfway through the week, and we're still all moving. I hope, and I think everything is going well. It's 5 a.m. with Mester Scrum. Please like and subscribe. I need your help if you're listening to these. Please forward to your friends and have them like and subscribe. I think we get less people actually do this look at this stuff during the week than they do on the weekend. But I need to go out there and promote and do some more stuff and invite more people to our show. And I still need more comments. Clock's up. Yes, the cat knocked it off yesterday and blocked and broke it. But it still runs. I think it's running pretty good. Yeah, it's going good. I think it's running a little fast now. Yeah, a little fast. I have to set it right. But anyway, it's up and running. It's a little bit past 5. It's kind of hard to see. It looks like it's backwards in the video. Anyway, hope everybody had a great day yesterday, and today is going to be another good day. Last night, so I want to talk about local learning, expanding your skill sets, right? So last night was an Agile Philly activity here in Philadelphia, and I went to that. It's a great group. I learn a lot every time I go there. And actually, last night they actually fed you, and it doesn't cost us any money. So it's a great place to go. We have sponsors and things. What's really neat about Agile Philly is one of the things that the guy who runs it does is he shares posts from all these other Agile activities. He doesn't care because there's so much out there for everybody to learn to. That way we're not doing everything, and there's other groups to go to, and there's no like, how could you do the other group? You should only do our group and no other group. It have to be our group only. So I like the fact that we go, hey man, there's so much stuff out there for us to learn. We can't do it all. Here's a bunch of web pages. Here's a bunch of other groups in the Philadelphia area you can go to also, and you really should go. And they're actually all good, and they all bring different things to the table, and I highly recommend. It's kind of why I'll make a plug for it. Scrum Alliance. One of the original reasons why I did join Scrum Alliance versus the other groups was the fact that they had a very big local presence. I can't afford to go travel all around the world and go to these massive Scrum meetings, plus get away from my family for that long. And having something local, I can learn from some really good people. And sometimes we get some smart people to come in there. And like this week we had Richard Lawrence, who just recently put a book out. I had to go get the book and try it out. He talked about BDD. He was helping the local company there, so while he was there, he actually spoke at the conference, and that happens a lot. I've had that when I was in Delaware. A bunch of big Agile people would come, and then because they were there in town that day, they would talk about Agile topics that they had. So that worked out pretty good. But I really want to recommend them. I will put a link on the site. I usually post our stuff up. I got to do it more frequently, just to promote the Agile Philly group. Even though everybody thinks everybody knows every Agile Philly, but there's always new people. And this coming fall, they're going to do an Agile day with some activities. I'm going to do an intro. I'm going to do that networking thing where for social, if you want to try it out, if you haven't tried it before, so it'll be in the fall. Just getting everybody to introduce each other and say what fun thing they do and what fun thing they're going to do and what are the blockers. And that way, when they knew everybody throughout the day, they knew who they are. So, but anyway, Agile Philly, had a great time with the BDD, and maybe I'll bring some of that stuff into the discussions today. Okay, so I made that plug. And again, local, go to your local events. Go to meetup.com. You'll find some things too. Blockers again. Just talk about blockers. I could probably talk about blockers every day. Everybody says, why do you write blockers? And I'll just give a good example. I have some friends of mine trying to do something, and I'm helping them out to put things together. And there was an opportunity to do something, and nobody told me about it, right? They're all like, oh, we can't do it, don't have the ability to do it. And they wait a whole entire day until the next day to tell me they're blocked and they can't take advantage of this. So by doing that, and all they want to do next day, well, I can't believe we can't make it. We can't do this. I'm like, why don't you tell me as soon as you have an issue, like the night before? So I lost an entire day of helping everybody, had to scramble most all throughout the day, calling people. Can you do this? Can you do this? You got a camera? What do you got? What's going on? So it was a really great opportunity for a great interview for somebody. And I scrambled. I got some backups, and we lowered the MVP expectation or what the services were, because this is how you work with a product owner. Though I'm not the product owner, but I can act like a product owner sometimes. Where they said they couldn't do it. I wish they would have told me the night before, so I wouldn't have been scrambling and panicking and calling people and trying to figure out how to do all this stuff. I could have done the night before, and everybody can be ready and prepared the next day and better ready to go. But no, they wait to the next day after the event happens, and they get stuck and they're not happy and stuff like that. It's a whole day lost, right? So if they would have just told me and made a blocker and said, text me, in this case, it's a text, Greg, can't do this tomorrow. I'm disappointed. What are we going to do? Can you fix it? I probably will. Let me see what I can do, and I'll let you know what we can do. Because I had no idea this opportunity was coming out. And we transformed everybody, got everybody moving. Here's an example of the product owner modifying the requirements. When we were going to do the videos, we have a gentleman who's really good at this stuff. He's got some high-end equipment. I can't say where he works. I probably could plug it because who really cares? But let's just say he does filming for like NFL films. Like, so he has got high-end, expensive, beautiful equipment. You can do an interview. I can't do it because the guy's not available, because guess what? It's NFL training camp season. Duh. I should have thought of that. It's like, yeah, now I understand why you're telling me he's not available when you don't have the equipment, because it's NFL training season, right? Right. The training camp. They're all at the camps filming. So all the guys with the real good stuff have been hired to go to the camps and film the look and like the Eagles and other teams and film them in football. So anybody who really gets any good equipment is not available right now, right? So I'm like, okay, look, I want to capture this interview. It's really important. Great person to go interview. Dude, I called another guy. He had an iPhone. He had really nice leveling equipment, the hand holders, the tripods, and everything. So we just did it with a bunch of iPhones. One person had it mobile, kind of doing the interview. One couple of iPhones sitting in different locations. I wish I had a GoPro. I talked to my wife, let me get a GoPro for my birthday. But put the cameras in different spots, just like we always hear in these YouTube sessions. And it came out pretty good. We captured what we wanted. We got some info, but we didn't miss the opportunity. And the other thing, the guy's a nice guy. I have no doubt if we wanted to come back and capture more video, we could do that. But everybody else, we can't do it. It's not perfect. We don't have all the right equipment. We can't do it. It sounds like everything will work. Well, it can be exactly, but me as the product owner, I said, that's okay. I'm going to get what I want. I don't need all that other stuff right now. If you capture this, I can use it and we can go. And that's how you deal with the product owners. And you get in this interchange and trade-off what's possible. Anyway, so blockers, again, need people to tell you when you're blocked, and you should do it right away, because there's a prime example. Spinning everything out, waiting, and everybody's like, well, I'm not going to tell Greg because he'll be upset. I wasn't upset. And it's like, okay, let's fix this. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we couldn't do it, then we can't do it. And that's the thing. You got to try. But if you can't do it because we just couldn't get everybody there, no one was available, because I was making these appointments with people the day of, and I'm so lucky they were available. Me, I was working, so I couldn't do nothing. I was already working. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock. I mean, it's 10 minutes in. So my last talk I want to talk about is where I'm going to tie in a little BDD stuff, but I'm going to talk about retrospectives. So I was telling people the other day, I gave a lecture on Monday, right? Told all these people how to do this stuff. And one of the things that a lot of teams aren't doing retrospectives. I'm like, why aren't you doing retrospectives? But anyway, in a retrospective, you're just supposed to find one little tiny thing you want to fix. Here's my methodology. All I need is a little tiny 2% change or 1%. I don't care. Give me 1%. But something that changes something like, let's say 2%, real 2%. If I was able to do 2% for 26 sprints, by the time I got done, I would have a 52% improvement in process. What manager would not be super happy if they got a 52% improvement in their organization? Seriously, really? But all I'm looking for a little change. So I'm not looking for dramatic change like, voila, right? I'm just looking for a little tiny the clock, 2%, little 2%, little 1 minute, 1 minute on that clock, right? Change. It's not even 1 minute. I guess it's 60. We got to make the clock a lot bigger, and then it's like two clocks, and I just need 2 minutes, right? That's all it is. And the reason why I say that, a little tiny change makes 52% after a year of doing sprints. So in the BDD session, you talked about there's a slow lane where you make change. And he's like, you only pick one story. And it's so funny. I was laughing because that's what I tell people all the time. Just one little story that you can do a process improvement. The team does a little process improvement. One or two people, maybe they do some pair program or figure something out. And they say, we're going to work together. We're going to figure this out. This new tech, right? How to do this new process. At the end of the sprint, they demo the new process to their team and tell them whether or not it worked or didn't work and how it can benefit. Sometimes it doesn't work, but at least they gave it a shot. And it's just one little story. So one little experiment, a small little piece. I mean, I had one group the other day, they're learning about, Sonar Cube, or you want to call it code sniffing or syntax testing, right? And they haven't done it. I finally convinced them, look, you got some new people, have them run the Sonar Cube, do this syntax testing on the code, so one, they can learn the code, they get familiar with the code, they can practice a new tool, they can give it a shot. It's just get part of the group and give feedback and present, right? So this is a new person. Within the first week, they're doing all this stuff. So they did it. They said, oh, it wasn't really that hard. I'm like, yeah, it's not that hard. But they did a little change, and now they're spreading across the whole team. That person demoed, and the next sprint, they're all going to do it. So in my opinion, that's like a little 2% change. Now they're not going to have all these little lousy syntax errors and bugs they potentially could take out their code. So again, just a 2% change becomes 52% change by the end of the year. Now in the real Scrum, where you do twice as much work in half the time, I'm telling you, it's not going to be just 52% change. It's going to be 52% and up. It's going to curve up on an improvement because it'll take you half the time to do the work. So you improve your process, and in the end, it'll be a lot quicker and less time fixing bugs. Anyway, so we're almost done, 14 minutes. I am definitely going to cut it early to this time. I hope everybody's doing well. Again, it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. Please like and subscribe. Hit the little bell so it dingles. So do, right? So you get messages. Hey, we got a person. Okay, this is an epic. Okay, this is epic. Great. I got a comment. My first comment. Hey, hello. Hello, first comment. Hello, first comment. Anyway, we're done. Appreciate that, Connor, very much. And you guys have a great day. Happy scrumming. Enjoy your day. And surprise clock's still working. But then again, subscribe, share with your friends, go on LinkedIn. I'm going to pester some of my friends, my connections to connect. Let's get some of the subscriptions up and share with other people so we can all contribute. Anyway, thank you. Have a great day and happy scrumming. Take care.